Now, we all know it as coronavirus. And everybody's got their opinion on, say, how it started. Now, it says it started in December 2019 in a place in China called Wuhan. Now, and it says what actually started this virus was that, as I say, I heard it was in some back street market where you had bats. Now you think about it, you eat a bat, you're going to die from eating a bat anyway. Never mind getting a virus from it, but you would die if you ate a bat. You know, a bat it's like eating a rat in a sandwich. A bat, you know, with his black wings. And I'm not talking about cricket bat. You know, this isn't cricket. This is, this is real, where this virus has actually taken over the whole of the world, not just China. It's taken over the whole of the world. Now, also, if you think of it like this, you've got conspiracies that are out there. Now, I always say, when the word somebody says conspiracy, you're a conspiracy theorist. I've been accused of being a conspiracy theorist, just for the fact that I've got an open mind. For instance, what happened at 9/11? You know, think to yourself, yeah, really? Buildings just come down that fast with no resistance? Really? No, no survivors, and it was done by, 14 Islamic radicals with box cutters, took over 4 planes, crashed them into buildings. Now, to me, that sounded like a very, very tall story, a very, very tall order. So I can only say I believe that there is more to it. The reason why that happened, maybe they wanted to get into Afghanistan because there's a lot of Lithuanian in Afghanistan. Anyway, also, if you want to say another conspiracy, say Princess Diana's death. You know, now if anybody was around at that time when Princess Diana died, even then they thought, there's something to do with, there's something not right here. Pause. So what I'm saying is that what people's opinions are is that you've got what you call government. They say it's to do with government. The government, they want to control the population, not just of this country, the world population. It's been overpopulated. People are living longer. They're not dying when they're supposed to. So if it's down to that, and they say they want to control the population, I'm sure there's at least 6 billion people on the planet, at least. And for them to control it, they can't just say, we'll put out a virus that'll kill probably, 200,000 or 300,000. They need to kill, that's something that will kill billions. So I'm not sure about that. They also says it's to do with clearing the air, as in, the beaches, people not going swimming, people not going on the beach, people not going out, people not going in their cars, so the environment and the air is clearer. Whether it's that, I think that's another one of a tall story. But the one that most people are latching onto is this 5G. Now 5G and the pylons, or they're saying 5G has got something to do with it. Now everybody knows that when they used to have 3G on their phone, 3G was all right. But then 4G, 4G is fantastic. But now you've got 5G. But they're saying that it's the 5G that is actually causing this virus, electronic waves and all that sort of thing. Now, I don't know how much of that I can believe, to be honest, because, it sounds quite far-fetched. And if it's one person's narrative of what they think, and then other people latch onto it and think, oh yeah, actually that could be right. Maybe it is 5G, but it's changed the way how people look at when they come outside the doors. You see, a lot of people walking dogs. You see a lot of people jogging. You see a lot of people obviously keeping their distance. You see people driving around in their cars with masks on. You don't need a mask if you're driving. Maybe if you're having to have some sort of close contact with people, but not when you're driving. But, I knew that there was a big problem when the schools shut and when they cancelled the football season. Cancel the football season. I can't believe it. You know, what's going to happen with the football season? Are we going to be... My team, West Brom, we was top on the same points as Leeds. What they're going to do, cancel the season and say, oh, right, you're going to have to start again. Villa in the bottom 2 in the Premiership. What they're going to say, oh, you're not going to get relegated. That wouldn't be fair. But whatever they say, what they've cancelled the Olympics, whatever they say, whatever they do, it's not going to be to everybody's tasting. And think about this. At the end of the day, say this becomes over, or when it's over, nobody knows how long. Could be 2 months, could be 6 months, who knows. But when it does actually eventually become over, then people are still going to be skeptical. They might think, oh, is it still around? It is still going to be massive, large gatherings. There has to be, you know, for certain sporting events to take place. So we don't know, but I hope that it will get sorted out eventually, and everybody will be able to go back out, live their normal lives, do their normal routine, and just and get on with it. So all I can say is peace. This bloody thing's in the way. Christopher Child TV. I know I haven't done a broadcast for a long time. I was going to sort of like knock it on the head because I ain't got that many subscribers. I was up to 250 and it's gone down to 241. I mean, like 6 or 7 people have unsubscribed from the channel. Still must think it's rubbish. So who knows? It was an outside broadcasting channel, which I like to go outside and do stuff outside, but you can't now, you know, and because you've got to stay in. So anyway, everybody stay safe. Put your old mask on. Put your old gloves on. Stay 6 feet apart. Stay indoors, because if you don't, the coronavirus might get you. Then again, it might not. But anyway, don't believe the hype. And you know, I don't think anybody, normal people like me and you, are in the light of what started it, where it's going. You know, how long will it last? You know, there's been other viruses before, like you know, like there's a Western Isle virus. There's SARS. There's you know, Zika, Ebola. You know, Ebola hat. You're not allowed to wear bowler hats in and around London. No, I don't think that's a real reason. But Ebola was. I don't know why. It's something that originated. Who knows where it is? But it's said a lot of these diseases, because they're new, they're man-made, they're made in laboratories by unscrupulous people with agendas. We are the ones who are the guinea pigs who will suffer from it. So, you know, think of it in them terms. If you think stuff like that actually goes on, I do believe it goes on, because why wouldn't it? You know, it's all about a profit or control. If you got profit and you got control, then you're ahead of the game. People who suffer are people like us, me and yourself, people out there, and it's usually the mega rich who are running these sorts of things, and the privileged, and us, we're just here as just to make up the numbers, and to, as I say, to be the guinea pigs. But anyway, if you've got a comment, leave it up. Please subscribe to the channel, because this has got to be the best channel on the internet. I mean, look at this microphone. It's beautiful. You know, it's expensive. It cost me quite a lot of money, and I don't do enough broadcast to warrant the amount of money I've spent on equipment. So anyway, as I say, subscribe, hit the like button, and people in America, don't believe the hype. I mean, another thing, what's happened in these 2 weeks of lockdown, we've been locked down for 2 weeks, is I read somewhere that there's been 19 domestic murders, meaning that, you know, a man has killed his wife, or the wife has killed her husband, or whatever, wife killed wife, husband killed husband, and whatever. And why is that, you think? Because people, even though you're married to someone, you still can't stand being around them 24/7. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't stand being around someone all the time like that. I couldn't imagine anybody Danny wanted to be around me all that time like that. So, you know, a lot of people, they go to work to get away from their houses, to get away from their wives and their kids and their, you know, and or their husbands and stuff like that. So, to me, this coronavirus, it's gonna, it's a measuring stick to say that whether you can cope with the person who you married to, the person who you live with, you know, your loved ones, and whether you can actually, you know, stand bear being around them, or whether they can bear being around you. So that's something to sort of like chew over. That, you know, people are not used to staying inside their houses for days and weeks on end. You know, it's some people's leisure times are not being at home, you know. So anyway, there's another food for thought. As I say, food for thought. Yeah, good luck trying to get some food. I've just sent my daughter to the shop to get some food, and she's rang me 4 times to say that, you know, all the shops are all, you know, they're queuing outside. Of all the people in society who are going to suffer from this coronavirus, I think the people I feel most sad about is shoplifters. Think about it. You know, you're a shoplifter, so you're a career shoplifter. How are you going to get into the shop? You've got to queue outside. You're going to wait one at a time, and then they're watching you all the way through the shop. You can't get out the shop with a bag of swag because someone's watching you. And even if they're not even watching you, there's nothing on the shelves to even pinch. So I've got to do a big shout out to the shoplifters out there. I know you're all career criminals, and but you're doing it as a bit of a hustle, which I have to sort of like respect. Let's see what she's got to say. Hello, Morgan.
Hey, Dad, I'm driving back now. Okay.
What have you got?
I just got some ham. I've got your yogurt to take to work. I've got a baguette, so I'll make you a baguette, alright, rather than like a sandwich.
Oh, you okay? You're doing. Thanks, Morgan. I really appreciate it. You've looking after your dad, are you?
Yeah, I've got some orange juice as well for you. So I'll be back in like literally the next 5. I'm just coming up the kind of road now.
Okay, no problem. Have I got to give you any money?
No. What for?
Oh well, because you've spent a few quid. You don't mind. You don't mind doing that for your dad.
I'm just buying food for the house, and it's anything that's in the house. Everyone just eat and dip in.
Oh right. Okay, Morgan. I really appreciate it. Thanks for that.
All right then. All right. I'll see you in 2.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Are you going to switch your phone off?
Pardon?
You're going to switch the phone off? I hope you're on hands-free, Morgan.
Yeah, of course. Can't you hear the car?
Yes, I can, yeah. All right, then. Okay, Morgan, I'm still...
All right. I'll speak to you when I get back.
Okay, I'll speak to you when I get back. I'm trying to do a broadcast here. Unbelievable. I'm trying to do a broadcast here, she's ringing. Anyway, so, as I say, it's Christopher Child. For Christopher Child TV, and as I say, out there, stay safe. I'd like to do a shout out to everyone who's got a YouTube channel. Keep going. It's us as the independent media that's keeping people informed. Because if you listen to mainstream media, listen to that card Boris Johnson, who's allegedly got coronavirus himself now. Or the other one that's been taken over his mantle, Michael Gove. There's a guy you wouldn't trust. Good grief. So it's to me, I think keep an open mind. Do your own research, and as I say, still be safe, because it's all about control. The government, they really want to control it. And it's not just the government in this country, it's like a world government. And they just want to make the world smaller. And, take somewhere like Russia, for instance. Russia is probably 20, 30 times the size of England. And it's reported that they've just had 1 case of death, one in probably 300 or 400 cases, and just one death. Now that's Russia. Now you think to yourself, are Russia not telling us? Are Russia not telling us something? Or what are they doing that's different to ours? Have they got the right figures? But it's something to think about. Why is a country like Italy actually took over a country like China for the deaths? And it's reported as well that China are nearly getting back to normality. Whether you, I don't get much. You don't really get much reports from China these days. But as you say, if they started the whole thing and then they're going to be back to being normal before we are, how long have we got of this shutdown? Is it? We don't know. But anyway, as you say, leave a comment in the section below. It's Christopher Child for Christopher Child TV, and I'm out.